So in today's video, we're going to talk about why Garmin might be taking over the golf tech industry and what you need to know about this new Garmin Approach Z30. Let's get in. So first things first, it comes in its iconic gray packaging. You're going to open it up quick. What's new about this year's model, and what I really like about this year's model, is it does come with a nice new carrying case. As you know, in the past, they had just a drawstring carrying case. I like this one because it is typical to what you have in the other rangefinders. Instead of zipping everything up, instead of drawstring everything up, you have the zipper. You can unzip it, and it doesn't open all the way, which is nice. So in case you do forget this string, but you can put the string right here onto this thing, and it'll stay protected and it won't open. So I do like that. An upgrade from last model's case, and I do like that. And it's a nice, hard enough case you will have it protected for any damage that may come. It does come with this, so you can hook it onto your bag. So this is the rangefinder right here. Comes in Garmin's color, the white and black. Garmin's logo right here. You got the Approach Z30 on this other side, and you have the zoom right here. So what is different from this year's model to the last model? This is actually an optical zoom. So the last model actually had a digital zoom. So the digital zoom, as you know, it kind of looked like you were looking through like a TV screen. So you had the map on the left-hand side, front, middle, back on the bottom. So it's more of a digital type of screen. I liked it because it did have an opportunity to be able to have all the stats all in one thing. So you look down, but now having the watch, the Approach Z30, I don't really need all that stuff because I do look at my watch quite a bit when I'm golfing. So I have everything on there. Now they have an optical zoom, so it's just like every other rangefinder you have out there. Optical zoom's got 6 times zoom. It's got 6 times zoom. It's got about a 400-yard range. If not, I think it's 400 yards. If I'm not, it's gonna be right here what it actually is, but I believe it's 400 yards. It's simple to get through between modes. You just press this mode button right here on top. Can push it, hold it for 3 seconds, and it'll change the mode from standard mode to tournament mode, standard or slope. So you can go from slope mode to tournament mode. So I do like that feature. The biggest thing's difference for me, and I really like this, what they've done, this is now a battery operated rangefinder. So if I take this out, there is a battery. This is a CR2 battery. You can easily find these at any home store. So throw that in, and this should last you, I think, a year of golfing, which I like because the old model you'd had to charge it a lot, and I forget to charge it a lot. Orange outline right here in the front, I like that. Always like their grip right on the side. It's always been a really nice grip. Then one of the nicest thing they got this year is the magnet. This year they incorporated a magnet here on the side. I found myself not knowing where to put the rangefinder, whether it be in the couple or in the back if I'm driving a cart, which could be a hassle. The couple, there wasn't a hassle. I mean, you're gonna reach for something anyways. But if you had to have in the back of your cart on your golf bag, it could be a hassle because you're constantly going back and forth. Be able to range the distance right from the cart, right where you're at. So you can't put them, just like the other ones, you can put them on the side of the cart where the metal is, and it's strong enough to where it will not move. This one's a game changer, and I'll explain why. This may be one of the first rangefinders out there that has the ability to have a Find My mode. So just like your phone, you're able to get alerts, hey, you've left this behind. If you have an AirTag, you're kind of familiar with that system where if you're at an airport, your checked bag is somewhere, it'll basically say, hey, you left this behind, and you'll be able to know that, hey, you need to go find that or whatever. So it'll have an alert. Let's say you lost it on hole 6 or on hole 9. It'll tell you, hey, you lost your rangefinder, it's back there. And hopefully the amount of times you lose it will actually be a lot more slim. Every time you go into a clubhouse, someone's losing a rangefinder, someone's losing something. So to be able to prevent that from hopefully happening, that is a good feature that they have on it. It can also pair to your phone, so it's easy to kind of get alerts on that. If you do lose it at the golf course, it does give you a location of where you may have last lost it. So that's a really nice feature I really like about it. As far as the optics, so when you're trying to pin down a distance, the numbers will be in red. I will show that here. So when you're looking down the scope, you'll have a red number instead of the digital numbers that they had on theirs past. I do like the red. It does have a nice contrast, be able to see it in any lighting that you can, any lighting you encounter. So I have found that to be really helpful. Go down the scope, you will notice that there will be the battery gauge, so you'll be able to find out how much battery you have left. But you also have the yardages, so you have the yardage, and then you do have the slope. So you have the crosshairs to find out where the pin's at on typical every rangefinder, but you do have the ability to also have the slope on there. So a lot of people, they may say, okay, what's the difference between having the watch and this? And that's where I think having a rangefinder is going to be nice to be able to have that slope indicator, because if you go to a course that's not exactly flat, you don't play it all the time, it is nice to be able to have that opportunity to kind of see, even if it's a practice round, see where the slope's at, how much affects, kind of get some distance down before you play your actual round. If not, if it is your round, it is nice to have that, you know, if you're just playing for fun. Like I said, it does have tournament mode, but also when you do range it and pair this to your watch, this is where it really kind of gets cool. When you pair it to your watch, whenever you pin down a distance, you'll have a pin and they'll have an arrow with the number and then an arrow down with the number. The arrow up is the back of the green, the arrow forward is the front of the green. So you have the pin, let's say the pin is front. Let's say the pin is front left. You'll have a distance from pin to the front left of the green and a pin to the front back.
So this is the gold arc I was talking about. You can see right there, there's that gold arc that goes. That kind of shows exactly where the pin location. Yeah, and you can see the arc. So you got the arc to the front of the green where I measured before, and then you got the arc to the gold arc to the where the pin location's at. So you have 90 to the pin, 103 to the back, 80 to the front. But if I was going to randomly pin something, let's say right now, let's say we pin something in the fairway, there's now going to be a red arc simultaneously work into, let's range this. There's 50 yards away, this tree, and now you got an arc right here. So you have a red arc, you have a laser range, and you have a red arc to that, so that's 50 yards around that arc. Alright, so now we got a shot, let's see. Got 89 yards, 91, 11 to the front, 12 to the back. And it readjusts the pin to where it is on the watch. So 55. Let's try to get it up front. If it's short, it's short. Not too bad. Just short of the pin. Stayed up on the right. Stayed up on the left. So all in all, do I recommend it? Yes, I do recommend it. It's simple, easy to use, works seamlessly with a lot of different things. So if you're looking for something that's really accurate, I think this is going to be something you're going to want with all the great features it has. It's not going to be something like a Bushnell where it's going to be simple, easy, you know, it's just going to get the yardage and that's it, where you'll be able to keep track of stats and everything works seamlessly together, the app, rangefinder, and the watch. I'd put the edge on this compared to the competition because it does have all those great features. If you like this video, like and subscribe below. Let me know in the comments what rangefinder you have. After watching the video, let me know in the comments if this is something you might end up purchasing and what features you like about it and what features you may change or what features you might add. Thanks for watching. See you next time.